Hi Rain, how are you doing? Without, by the way, background music, this area, I mean Natlan, it's so cool. It's better than Fontaine, you know, because like nature sounds like so calm. I mean, like, yeah, it's crazy. How are you doing, by the way? How's your Natlan, your exploration? Oh, hi Samir. Hi Enjoyer. How are you doing, guys? Thanks for joining. Hi Yoni. Oh, Natlan, let's say, you know, like overall some kind of mixed feeling. I'm not like mixed feelings. I'm not gonna lie. It's fun. You can do a lot of fun stuff. And I would say yes. Let's say overall maybe. By the way, I opened all of the like points. Like I haven't explored, like my exploration is not like, now it's like a little bit low. I will explore it. But I opened all of the waypoints. You know why? Because it's like, if you need some mats, by the way, you can join. Let's say, I don't know. I mean, this map is also good. But if you compare with stuff, I mean, overall, this is better. I mean, Natlan, because like those Pokemons, it's super cool feature, you know? Just the, like, you can just, let me just, you know, like, as soon as you see any,
you have my undivided attention.
any Pokemon, you just can like transfer, like, it's not transform, it's like you can just use them. Oh no, not this one, of course. Yeah, and not this one. Just a second. So yeah, you can like use his body, something like that, and it's cool. So yeah, let's go like this one. This one is, yeah, you can use this one. So it's cool. It's by only, oh no. Oh yeah, you can, but I'm sorry. You can, I just like, so yeah, it's cool. Yeah, they're pretty slow, but, you know, you need to get used to it. It's like we have only 3 of them, so in the future we will get 4, rest 4. Kinda mixed feelings, I would say. But area overall looks just insane, you know? And they placed all of the waypoints pretty good place. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like it's not like in this desert area. Desert area was terrible. So yeah, I hope like, and you see like the map is also kind of like divided. Like, let's say it's more mountains, you know, like this more like has water, something like that. So yeah, like overall, yes, I like it. Oh my, hi Mr. Dever Harden. I hate you, Natlan supports it. Why? Got new redeem quest. I heard. Oh, redeem quest? Oh. Oh, hi Zenix, how are you doing? Island. Oh, redeem code. No, I haven't. Yes, of course. Just write down. I can check it. No problem. I haven't. Maybe yes, we have some. Like Braz. Oh, yeah, it looks like, by the way. Yeah, I don't know about like, yeah, you mean nature, Zenix? Yes, maybe. Like kind of like that. Actually, overall, yeah, it's good. I like it because waypoints like placed in proper places where you have used those Pokemons like my evolve level now at level 9. It's not so difficult, by the way, because, and also Emily is super useful. Like I wouldn't expect that, but she's cool. And also, by the way, I like my Xianyun helped me a lot by opening all of the waypoints. She is just insanely cool in like an exploration. None of the characters can compete her. Not Mualani, Kachina, Kinich, any one of them. Maybe by the way, we have some info about Chaska, and Chaska flying ability will be like she will get more time flying time than Wanderer. like we have some info, maybe. Most likely yes. Oh, by the way, you know what's it? This thing will bring you right to a chest if you go after that. Pretty cool. I mean, like so many places, different places. So yeah, like pretty cool. I don't want to explore it. I only like do some this one. And by the way, why do you don't like a new support set, Enjoyer? Let me show you my what I got so far. So yeah, it's a little bit terrible for me as well. I mean, if you mean you are not lucky enough, then yes, I agree with you. But it's always like that. Let me show you. You will be like kinda. that's crazy actually. So yeah, I got this one, defense. I got this one, defense. Nice. Actually, if we will get in the future some like defense skills character which can use like let's say Xilonen with Constellation can be DPS character, you know? So yeah, it can be useful on Xilonen. And that's it. For Kachina, I use like 4-piece, I already got that, but I will build Kachina. You know why? Because Kachina without level, it's like pretty, she dies pretty fast. So yeah, I have like 4 pieces, which is super cool. I already tested her with the team I told you about, you know, Kazuha, Furina, Neuvillette and Kachina. Crazy team, by the way. I got 150 hydro damage bonus for my Neuvillette, which is crazy. So yeah, it's like a lot of damage. Because I don't buff. What? Because it don't... No, it's buff. I will show you, Enjoyer. Just a second, I will show you. About the topic like South America. Yes, actually, Xenix, it's most likely like South America. Yes, I agree with you. It's like they building like seaside and peoples are same. Yes, actually it looks like, yeah. You mean like, yeah, was it like, yeah. It's cool. Okay. I will do it later. I just started my quest, one of them. And yes, by the way, just in case, I just want to warn you guys. No need to choose this one immediately because you have 40 days. It's better to choose on the second phase, definitely. Because if you just imagine like kinich, so you can lose your 50-50. So don't use it at the moment. It definitely will be a waste. So yeah, at the same time we also have like this. It's also like within 40 days. So you okay? Yes, of course I would suggest you to do it like as soon as possible because you will get some additional info. You know, like why not? So yeah. Oh, about test run. If you want me to, I can do test run. I didn't like mualani, and I will explain you why. Like, it's up to you guys what you want to discuss first. If you want, we can do like according to the topic. And I can like, we can talk about like Xilonen or about mualani. It's up to you guys. Would be nice to start about Xilonen, to be honest, because like we have not so much info. And after that I will do some tests with mualani, because like new test place actually, it's super cool. But at the same time, they made it a little bit dirty, I would say. You know why? More focused on the characters, not on a gameplay. So yeah, you know, like to make characters more attractive. I will Xenix, Enjoyer, I'm sorry. I will check that set. And I will do that. Mr. Dever, about the code, I haven't got any codes, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe we have one today. To be honest, I was a little bit busy. I was managed only to open the map and that's it. So yeah, I missed a lot of stuff. About Xilonen, by the way, guys. So yeah, let's say at the moment, like we don't have any gameplay, but at the moment she is like at Constellation 0, she can debuff up to 33%. And she can be a healer. She can debuff by using her skill, and she can be a healer by using that burst. So yeah, it's like that. But as soon as you get Constellation 1, she gives you additional resistance to interruption, which is crazy. And by the way, her healing abilities is just insane because she heals out of defense. And if you're like, let's say if you give her a lot of defense, it's like pretty crazy multiplier. Most likely they will reduce that because multiplier is just insane. Let me check it, because Xianyun also has healing, and you know that healing is more than that. You know, but you cannot defend so much attack. I mean, let's say defense is like, just a second, actually you can with that weapon, you can, yeah. So yeah, healing is on the same level as Xianyun level, by the way, just keep that in mind, without plunge of course, but let's say close to, maybe a little bit more, because it has like 170 something like that ish, you know, at level 9. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and it's like pretty good healing. Also she can debuff. 33% is more than Zhongli does. Zhongli gives you only 20%, and problem with Zhongli, it's in small AoE. So yeah, if you check that, opponents in a small AoE, but Xilonen gives you not in a small AoE, so even range character can benefit from that. Unfortunately, her buff functions locked on the constellation too. But those buffs are crazy. I think, in my opinion, they will reduce that, because 50% crit damage to cryo characters is just insane. It's like not high, it's incredible. Any, like, you can just, because you know, like by doing that they need to think about future characters like Columbina, because Columbina is, if Columbina is going to be broken as hell, just imagine if you can get you can give her additional buff. The problem with that buff, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be not stackable, something like that, and that's a problem. We also got some info, or not, we will check that. I don't know still, but I think they will do something like that, because her signature weapon, by the way, gives you additional elemental damage bonus up to 25%, which is not stackable, and it means this. We already have that. It's like this artifact, which is like, you know, like elemental burst increases all party members attack by 20%. This effect cannot be stacked, which is bad. So if you have like two different stack source, you can either use this one or another one, and that's it, which is a problem, which like triggered first. So it's a problem a little bit. So because of that, I would suggest to not go for that weapon. You know why? Because I don't know how this stack will work with this set. Yeah, it's still questionable, like with this set, because this set also gives you elemental damage bonus, you know, elemental damage bonus, and if that 25% is not stackable, so you will lose some damage. You will either get 25% or 40%. So most likely, I don't know, maybe they won't make Xilonen a little bit DPS kind of character, you know, like, and you need to like set her with the Obsidian Codex, not this set, you know. But we'll see. I mean, it's like super early to say, because no gameplay so far. We will get some gameplay maybe tomorrow, maybe in 2 days, something like that. But overall, she looks crazy. Even though that debuff, because debuff has AoE, which is crazy, and also healing at Constellation 0. If you want to, you can go for Constellation 2 and Constellation 1, why not? But if you ask me, at the moment, if the numbers will stay the same, yes, it's worth it to go for Constellation. But they will do some adjustment, definitely. So yeah, maybe to not her main kit, but that buffs and Constellation will be like changed, definitely. I lost my 50-50 to D-Lock, oh my god. Oh, Yoni, like, you know, like, Yoni, yesterday, if I'm not, like, sorry to hear that, Yoni, but yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, you told us that you will skip Mualani and go for Kinich. So that was the best solution, but it's a game, it happens. What can I say? At least, like, I don't know, like, you will get enough wishes, by the way. And you know, like, that's why I so yeah, guys, if you have like question about Xilonen, just write in the chat. I will try to ask, because so far her kit looks, I would say, not amazing maybe, but cool and pretty useful. You know why? Because only one character you get healer and debuffer, and also she can be some kind of DPS as well. So yeah, she can do some like, you know, like transforms to leopard. It's cool actually. It's increased her damage, personal damage as well. So yeah, it's cool. But like enjoy about your question, can be she useful for Arlecchino? Yes, she can. You also can use Kichin as well. So yeah, she can be useful, even though it's only debuff. Yes, healing side is not. She cannot heal Arlecchino. Arlecchino can be healed only by herself, by her burst. But that debuff is pretty cool. And also you can use that set, additional set, 40% additional damage, which is crazy. Because like, just imagine 36% like resistance rate and 40% elemental damage bonus, which is crazy. But I wouldn't suggest you to go, guys, for that 5-star weapon. Her weapon, because like that elemental damage bonus is not stackable, and it definitely will just like mess up your buff. Yoni, it's like it happens. What can I say? I mean, like it's better to wait a little bit. That's why I usually don't go for the characters. And if you ask me, I didn't like mualani, and I will explain you why. You know, like we have these mobs in the game, and even if like mualani, why I didn't like mualani? Because you know, like her main source of damage comes out of her skill. The problem is that skill has animation, and that animation is pretty long. So sometimes, I mean, not occasionally, but pretty often, you just can miss enemies. And if you fight against these dudes, guys, you will miss a lot. Just a lot. You know, like, they are super mobile. They are not like this ones, which is super slow, you know, like this one, which is slow as well. And this one, which is like stay on the same place. Again, this one, yeah, it would be a nightmare. So yeah, like this one, then like, you know, like this one, which and this dude, where is it? Yeah, this one, which creates like also some Pokemons, you know, like. So yeah, she is good, but not for all content, unfortunately. So that's why even like when I did test plays, I missed a couple times, you know, like yes, it's about like your, say, if you get used to that, you will be more comfortable, obviously. But anyway, like it will be like in some cases it will be super difficult. Let me do some test plays if you don't mind. Oh, Dian-chan, I want her to become a tiger-like lady who uses claws and explore the land with speed like cheetah. By the way, Dion-chan, she's going to be like that, exactly like you said. She, like according to the info, she can climb pretty fast. She also can use, maybe, just the info, maybe she can do some plunge attack, by the way, by jumping, which, like, let's say like a dragon strike, you know, like Diluc has that. So let's say Claymore character has that, but she is a sword character. So yeah, so maybe she's going to be like that, something like that. Oh, about the weapons, by the way, I would suggest you like about the weapons. Just a second, I can do it. Just unfortunately, yes, craftable is like, oh yeah, craftable is right here. I don't want to like be near this point, guys. You know why? I don't want to suddenly activate that quest. Nope. This place is a little bit complicated. I don't know why they made it. Oh yeah, I can go from here. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's second stage. Just a second. Because like I do recording, guys. And because, okay. No. Oh yeah, I can, maybe. Just a second, let me go to that craftable place. And by the way, Xianyun, it's so cool. She's just insanely crazy for exploration. I just amazed. Oh yeah, guys, dude is right here. Alone, for real. It's the first, alone. I would like some weapons. So yeah, let's check it. Oh, you need, oh, I see, you need to, okay. Oh, you can get billets right away. which is crazy. So yeah, about the, I can check it anyway right here. So yeah, I need that sword. Yeah, this one. This sword, by the way, it's not a bad option for Xilonen, so keep that in mind. Base attack 69%, also using an elemental skill increases defense by 60 for 50 seconds, which is crazy. This sword just made for Xilonen, by the way. Just keep that in mind. I mean, like, Cinnabar is not so great. Yes, like, let's say this R1 is better than Cinnabar R5. Because Cinnabar R5, if you have that weapon, only increases elemental skill damage, which is not an option for Xilonen. So it's better to go this R1 instead of using Cinnabar. Cinnabar is this weapon, by the way. That weapon has the same stats, 69 for 54, but passive, like elemental skill damage, is increased by 80% of defense. But it's completely useless because she plays out of normal attacks. I mean, when she is in a leper state, she deals normal attack. So yeah, like, let's say all of her attacks is considered to be normal attacks. I changed my mind, Vortex. I don't want kinich. I want. I'm sorry about that. I mean, Yoni, what can I say? I mean, I can do some tests. I didn't like mualani, to be honest. You know why? It's only because of that, like, her skill. It's like a little bit annoying. And you know why? Because, enjoy it. I will do tests and I will show you how much damage you get from that Kachina. It's like crazy. That's why our dragon is Chad. And how do you like Natlan? So about Natlan, Yoni, I like it. Actually, let's say overall, I would say if you compare like area, you know, like, even though I opened all of the waypoints, I still like haven't played it so much. You know, I only opened a couple chests, only 2 of them or 3, something like that. You know why? Because I just keep them. I just fought these bosses, this one and this one. And by the way, guys, if you don't know how to open this one, I will show you. I will do a video, but anyway, like, you teleport right here and just turn around a little bit and you will see like this place, and you just go down and that's it. So yeah, right away, down, right away. So I even like didn't get all of the like Pyroculus. You will see that waypoint right here. And the boss. Oh, by the way, you go over. Okay. And the boss right there. Bosses are pretty easy, not so difficult. I will do a couple of them because of my kinich. And by the way, be careful about these things. So yeah, keep that in mind. It gives you this one, if you like destroy it, gives you this. It's Night Soul bar, something like that. It's only for Night Soul characters. If you approach it, it do anything at all. So yeah, I like it. That's why our dragon is Chad. He is all-rounder. But I got that, you say, and thank you. But does Natlan support set is good only with mono teams? No, of course not. Why is like no, it's not. You know what? Let me show you. Let me do at least one boss. Just a second. You know why? Because Kachina at level, I need 2 of them, and by the way, it's so crazy to
Something
find.
You wish to report?
You just like how
you have my undivided.
You got like
attention.
how to find the stuff you need. Go to the characters, right? Just a second. Like that. Click. One click. And you see where it's crazy. It's so easy to now find all of the stuff you need. So yeah, just teleport. And by the way, if it shows a point, like I mean, like it's a blue, it means that you can find something here. You know, it's just crazy. I mean, yeah. Now farming, like
Let's finish this fast. Neutralize.
And by the way, mualani is like actually super crazy.
One with nature.
Especially for this one. Oh yeah, this stuff. So yeah. Because if there is a 3 different elements, it's only 2 buff. Yes, let's say, yes, enjoy it. It's only 2 buffs or always. With Kachina, you cannot get 3 or more buffs because it's only 2. And I will explain you why. Because she does like kinda crystallize.
Sure.
You cannot destroy it, right? Oh.
Time to go.
Let me level her up, you know, because like with at level 20, she's a little bit annoying. Just me. Okay, let me go as a person. But yes, enjoy. You're right. You can get only 2 buffs. I mean, at a time, you cannot get 3 or more buffs, and that buffs is work like when you hit the enemy with Hydra Aura, let's say, then you get Hydra damage bonus and Geo damage bonus because of Crystallize reaction. When you hit Pyro, then you get Pyro and Geo. So in this case, you get Geo anytime. That's why she is great for Navia, by the way, because you use Navia usually with Hydro, Cryo, Electra, etc. And you can get this damage. But if you want to use like team, I would suggest you, like, it depends. The team like that, it's great team. Just a second. Kachina and Bennett.
I won't hold you back. Much.
Oh yeah, let's keep it like that. Why? Because Kachina, when you mark enemy or with... Let me do something, let me show you. Xilonen animation got leaked. Oh, for real, I will check that. I will check that. Oh, hi Rohit, how are you doing? And you don't like it? Oh, enjoy, but actually, you know, like we, if I'm not mistaken, we discussed all of this. I mean how it works. And it's but you expected to get like all of the buffs. It's impossible. I mean, you know why? Because you cannot get all of the elemental damage buff at a time. I don't want to say it's impossible or something. It's just that kit, that set, it's not work like that. It's like it works a little bit different. Oh yeah, this enemy is pretty annoying. Oh, for real. Oh yeah.
Right here.
Sorry. So now you see 40% geo damage bonus, and on top of that I got pyro damage bonus. Let me check my Arlecchino. 40% geo damage bonus and 164% of pyro damage bonus, which is crazy actually. It's just insane numbers. Just insane numbers. And you literally does nothing. Yes, I don't know if you can kill it. Oh yeah, you can. And you see, like, you destroy the enemies with the pyro, infusion, Arlecchino. It's just insane. I mean, like, this set and this buff lasts for, like, it's like it has like 2 stages. One of them lasts for 15 seconds, another one for 20 seconds. So it's great, actually. It's like insanely good. Let me, like, yeah, just a second. Let me just put at least 1 energy recharge on her. Yeah, like this one. So yeah, I have like the weapon is like this one, Favonius lens. Artifacts is at level 0 at all. I haven't leveled up them, but I will. But this set is crazy. So yeah, initially my Arlecchino is only with 46%, right? You get like crazy amount of buff. So yeah, like I wouldn't say it's bad if you ask me. It's just crazy. It's just insanely crazy. Yes, I will enjoy throughout the stream today. I will do some tests. Don't worry about that because I want to do that as well. She's a single target in my opinion. Mualani trial build is crazy. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I just messed up. Xilonen animations got leaked. I will check that, Yoni. But her Hydra application is slower. Dreamers, about that, it's like, hi, how are you doing? I just like, about application, we already like discussed that about her application. Her application is not low, super slow, but it's not comparable with Neuvillette because Neuvillette does charge attack. Charge attack has no ICD. In this case, you get just crazy amount of, can get crazy amount of vape or any other damage. Let's say like Hyperbloom, etc. It depends on the characters, but yeah. So it's like not even comparable. And by the way, that's why I decided to skip Mualani. It's not because she is slow. It's because, let me do some tests and I will show you. Because, you know, like, that's why I don't watch all of the YouTubers. Because when they do some tests, they do like, let's say, you know, like when you like doing filming something, you know, like those are films. I don't know, like let's say the movies, you know, they has like the couple tries, I would say, you know, something like that. You got what you got what I mean. So yeah, it's, and you see that like they did some tricks like at first try, and it's impossible. Let me show you why I decided to skip her. Yeah, this team is not, I would say it's not great for her, but still, she has Sucrose, which can swirl. You have Toma, who can apply. Xianyun, by the way, might be better, but still, it's not like. So yeah, I don't know why they did like this, because it gives me some. Her build is not bad. Let's check it. Yes, it's okay. You know why? Because it's because this set. As soon as like after equipping characters consumes 1 Night Soul point, it's like, let's say, as soon as you use that skill, surfing, you get, let me show you. You see? You immediately get this crit rate. Immediately. It's like Marushi Hunter. You know, like increasing on decreasing, you get, it's like the same thing. That's why all of the artifacts, oh yeah, you can check them. Invest to crit damage. All of them. You don't need crit rate on Mualani at all. And also, even though that weapon, yeah, it doesn't give you any, that weapon is like, it's not even leveled up. So yeah, let me continue. So yeah, the problem is...
Don't get too close! Here's backup!
Let's ride!
The problem is, you can miss some attack. You know, like when the enemies are pretty mobile.
Faster!
Oh my god, I just, yeah, you need to do that normal. It's like I messed up with it. Anyway, let's...
Check this out! That's the launch!
She gets resistant to interruption. She has that animation, which is bad, you know? That's why I didn't like that a lot. You know why? Her normal attacks has animation, which is bad. Because you, like, when you fight against, like, the enemies like this, which is not so mobile, it's okay. But... damage is good. I don't want to say she's like has bad damage. Damage But overall, when you miss the enemy, and you can miss the enemy when they are pretty mobile, it's a problem. It's a huge problem, you know? You can mark,
Shall we?
and by the way, just keep that in mind, you hit only one enemy at a time. Like, that normal attack hits only one enemy at a time. All other enemies, you see?
Amazing.
And you need to catch her. Well, you see that, like, what I mean? And it's a little problem, especially it's going to be a problem in Spiral Abyss. When you fight in an overworld, it's like, let's say, it's not so convenient. But in the future, when you get new bosses, so yeah, they will need to like stay on the same place to get some. Even though damage is okay, it's still not so convenient if you compare with Neuvillette. And since new set gives you 40% damage you can use on all characters, I decided to skip and use Neuvillette. I can use Furina, Neuvillette, and Kazuha's she is fun, not gonna lie, but she has this problem, you know? You can check it, by the way. Yes, you get used to it anyway, but still. Let me just get out of here. Oh, hi Ali, how are you doing? Kachina defeat mualani. Actually, Kachina is good. Yes, you don't need constellation. Alright. Oh, by the way, Rohit, right. She can mark enemy, but her AoE is too slow. Like about AoE, by the way, guys, it's not about AoE. It's about her damage. She cannot hit one enemy she can hit one enemy at a time, by the way. By that normal attack, only one. All other enemies, which is marked, are attacked by missiles. And that damage is a little bit less. Just keep that in mind. So that AoE still hits only one enemy. The problem is, if you fight against like kinda these dudes, which is like super mobile, you know, like super quickly. Let's say we have this, you know, like in Spiral Abyss especially, it's going to be a nightmare. Like this one, you know? You need to catch them. It's a problem. Yes, against like this ones, you will be completely okay. But against this one, no, it's going to be like a nightmare. Against this one with the Pokemons is a nightmare. So yeah, I mean, that's what, against this one, by the way. Even Raiden with her pretty, like, Raiden also has slow animation, but with mualani, you need to get used to catch this as well, this mechanical array. So yeah, she has good damage, but gameplay is not so good. That's why I decided to skip it, you know. And Kachina, I will show you, by the way. Let me fight new boss, and I will show how. Oh yeah, let me just first increase my Kachina.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is...
Now I'm too confused about Mora. Yes, actually, Mr. Dever, I would suggest you to check. If you have, let's say, Mr. Dever, if you have...
wherever in this world I go.
If you have Furina, and if you have Neuvillette, I would suggest to skip her. You know why? Because even though she has... That's why, you know, guys, you like, if you remember, I just I just mentioned, you told about that she can dot like 300k, something like that, million, etc. Yes, she can. But when the enemy on the same place, it's super easy. But when the enemies are super mobile, that's a nightmare. That's why Neuvillette is still so useful. And since this set can fully work on non-natlan characters, that's why I decided to why should I go for her if I can get 40% additional damage? And Xilonen, by the way, can give me 33% resistance rate. So yeah, it's like, okay, let me do this boss. I think my Kachina will die, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, she kind of one shot. This boss is pretty easy. So yeah, at the moment, just let me show you. She has like 46% pyro damage and resistance, right? It's only resistance and no geo damage bonus.
Let her rip!
Now I got 40%. It's immediately. It's super cool. And 126%. So yeah, let's continue.
Teamwork is trick!
Wind strike!
I just want to check it again. 126 and still 40 because it's like for 15 seconds. And her skill cooldown, it's 20 seconds. It means you will lose maybe 12% of damage, and I will explain you why. Just a second, guys. Sorry, I'm back. So yeah, why you lose like only 12%? Let's say it's because of this set. If you see that, like after the equipment character triggers a reaction related to their elemental type, all nearby party members gain 12% for 15 seconds and 28% for 20 seconds. So this one will be depleted completely. And as soon as you get like, let's say after 20 seconds, it's a huge amount of time. You know why? Because usually your rotation lasts for 18 to 20 seconds. So yeah, you still will have like remain this 28%. So that's why she's so cool. So let's do it again.
Laid bare!
Drilling down! Shabam!
The damage output is just crazy. 124, 40 again. So yeah, like it's crazy. I mean, that's why I decided, and it's without Furina, by the way. It's only Bennett. But if I add Furina, yes, unfortunately Furina is not great. You know why? With Bennett, but I can do that. Why I use Kazuha? You can use Sucrose, by the way. Kazuha is not important because in this case, my Kazuha only gives me Vivi sets passive. That's it. I cannot get this 40% elemental damage bonus because I need to use this burst. You know? So yeah, it's you can use Sucrose. I guess I will skip more. I mean, like, just a second. Let me edit. Now only hope with the Tori. Illustration Ali for Kazuha.
Something you
Oh,
wish to
congrats,
report?
Ali. Congrats.
Go on.
Lol,
You have my
well-proved Kazuha,
undivided
yes.
attention.
The 6 Bennett, Xianyun, and Constellation took a China and only 70. Congrats, congrats. Well, Kazuha, yeah, congrats. If like, if you get the character, you got the character you really want. That's crazy. About mualani, Mr. Dever, yes, I would suggest you to do more tests and then decide. Because if you have Neuvillette, I will do with Enjoyer asking as well. Enjoyer, I will do a team like, but let me just level up my Kachina. Or 4. Actually, I'm super lucky. And yeah, okay, it's trash. Okay, let me heal myself. Let me level her up. I mean, I will do that anyway. You know why? Because like at low level she is like... And by the way guys, if you noticed, all of the new Fontaine characters, all of them, have 7 talents, you know? Because of like, you can use that new Pokemon stuff with them. Which is crazy actually, it's like all of them. Let's check it by the way, just a second if you don't mind. Yeah, it's 7. It's 7 and Kinich most likely will get the 7 as well. So it's crazy because so far we have like only couple characters with that. It's like Mona, she has 7 talents. It's couple characters. I don't remember all of them unfortunately. I know definitely it's Mona. It's Shehe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I don't remember all of them. But we have couple. We have couple. So yeah, like, but all of them will get because of that new natlan Pokemon stuff. Alrighty, let me just level her up real quick. What? Oh yeah. Yeah, that animation is pretty cool. I will do a video about that. Okay, I need only 45. Okay, let kill someone.
Alright, let's finish this fast, finish this fast!
Into the wind!
I just want to check. It's 20% geo damage bonus, and you know why 20% geo damage bonus? Because like, and it's correct, and it's because of this passive. After equipping character triggers reaction, and the second part says if the equipping characters is in the night soul. So yeah, I messed up with that because I use that as a let's say I ride with that.
Out of the way,
but now it should give me all of them. Yeah, exactly. You see? So yeah, it works immediately, guys. I mean, that's why it's so crazy. And by the way, it's stackable. If you notice, it's stackable. You know why? Because I firstly got 20%, then I got 15, 12 and 28 on top of that. So yeah, it's like kind of stackable, and that's why my Arlecchino gets crazy 164 pyro damage. So yeah, I mean, like guys, I wouldn't suggest you, if you have pretty good DPS characters and you have Kachina, and you definitely have Kachina because she's a free character, I would suggest to build that Kachina level 61. Why 61? Yes, she is a DPS character, but she's pretty vulnerable when she's at lower level. And artifacts, let me show you. 0, 0, 20, 0, 0, that's it. You don't need artifacts at all. Yes, to increase her like, let's say, survivability, I would suggest to do that, but at the moment for testing I will test her in Spiral Abyss as well. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just like that stuff with that. So it's crazy. Like, that's why, let's say, and because of that, and because of mualani's a little bit clumsy gameplay, I just decided to skip her. I mean mualani. Okay, let me ascend her. I will do that boss again.
You really care a lot about me.
I only lit 4 and I can get that. I will do this boss again as well. Okay guys, I'm sorry, I'm disappointed with Capitano. I was asking that, can Dia be used as a main DPS? Oh Ali, about that, as a main DPS, yes, you can use Dia as a main DPS. The problem is, Ali, at Constellation 0, she is trash as hell. At Constellation 6, she is kinda a little bit more than trash as hell. She's not so great DPS, even though I heard that many players say that she is great at Constellation 6 and with higher Constellation, she's not so good, unfortunately. I would suggest if you want Dia, go for Constellation 2 and use her as a Vape and Burgeon for Vape and Burgeon reactions. In this case, yeah, she's crazy because like you give her Elemental Mastery, a lot of Elemental Mastery, and that's it. No need to use recharge and stuff as well. I mean, you don't need that. You don't even need to level up that talents. Level 6 is more than, level 1 is more than enough because like it deals some damage. You know, look, you see the multipliers, field damage, 84% attack and 144% max HP. The problem is she scales on HP, you know, and this multiplier, it's super low, it's not so high. So yeah, overall damage output is not so great, but if you give her this set, she's pretty tanky. She can be pretty tanky. Like her signature set, by the way, is this one. This one. This is her signature set. Its HP 20, elemental skill and elemental burst damage will be increased by 10% after frequent characters, etc, etc, etc. That bonus can be is increased by 80% for 5 seconds. So yeah, it looks pretty good, but if you on a field and do some damage, it's not so great. So I would suggest like not go for Dia and Dia Constellation. Like let's say let game decide like and give you Dia. That's it. I mean, I wouldn't suggest like to go for and do her DPS. Let's say Xianyun, this character is way better, way better DPS than Dia. Skyward Spawn, good with the I choose Dia from selector for Neuvillette. Skyward Spawn is not good for Dia. You mean like this weapon? Like for Dia, I would suggest you. You mean like this weapon? Oh, like Skyward Spawn. No, like it's not a great weapon. You need to use either this one, Mailed Flower, which gives you Elemental Mastery, or Rain Slasher, which gives you Elemental Mastery. Like one of them, you know? So yeah, just keep that in mind. Because you don't play, if I'm not mistaken, the weapon you told, you're talking about, it gives you some energy recharge and crit rate, something like that. But if you use her with a Vaping with Neuvillette, it's better to go for Elemental Mastery.
If you're bored, why don't we take a look at my collection?
Right. Is Kachina buff is better to sustain than Furina buff? About that, right? Actually, it's a good question. And you know why? I would say yes. You know why yes? It's not Kachina's buff, by the way. It's like, let's say it's that set buff. If I got you correct, it's set buff. I would say yes. You know why? Because for Kachina, for Furina, you need a healer. Without healer, Furina is completely useless, or you need self-healing character. That's why for Arlecchino, I try to skip Furina, don't use, because Arlecchino is self-healing. The problem is, she can be healed by herself, which is a problem. It's not like Neuvillette. Yes, you will not use Neuvillette with Bennett, which is obvious. But you can use Neuvillette with Yaoya, you can use Neuvillette with Xianyun, you can use Neuvillette with, let's say, Sucrose with a prototype Ember, which gives you some HP. And Neuvillette can heal himself, like, let's say, continuously when he, like, gets this Hydro Orbs, you know? And starting doing attack, she loses the HP. Arlecchino works a little bit differently. That's why... because while she is in that Bond of Life state, she doesn't lose her HP. She loses Bond of Life. Her Bond of Life depleted, not HP. But with Neuvillette, it's a different story. It's the same thing with Chlorine, by the way. Chlorine is also pretty good with Furina. That's why. With Gaming, by the way, Gaming is also crazy character with Furina. Arlecchino is not so great. But the answer to your question, I would say yes. But if you have good healer, Furina can give you more. On the other side, guys, what you can do, let's say you use this team, right? You can like, not for this team of course, because, but let's say you want to play Mono Pyro, right? And you go with Xianyun, I'm sorry. What you can do, you can change Shanling's artifact set to this one. It's a little bit complicated, but still possible. You can use this Petra set on Shanling, this one. And this set says that upon obtaining an elemental shard, you will get that. You know why? Because you have like created through crystallize, because you have Kachina, can do crystallize, you will get that pyro crystal. You will get 35% additional damage, but it's only, let's say, it's consistently possible only in the Mono Pyro team with Kachina. So overall it's 75%. It's the exact same buff which Furina gives you without any healing and other etc. I can check this team as well, maybe. Yes, but I will try to check it today. If not today, tomorrow I will do that, because like I need to switch my Shanling to this set and it find proper pieces for her. So, but it's also possible. About the like, let's say the bottom life about that buff, I would say yes. You know why? Because Furina is a little bit complicated buffer. Even though she is cool, in some cases she is not useful, especially for Arlecchino. But with Neuvillette, let me show you guys. I will show with Neuvillette, by the way. Yeah, Neuvillette is just insane. With Neuvillette, it's the same team, but it's going to be like Furina and Kachina and Kazuha or Sucrose. Let's go Sucrose. Like this team. In this case, you will get crazy amount of damage, and I will show you. Is Kachina okay? I change my Alhaitham artifacts now. My Alhaitham with. No, it's not enough. Dreamers, it's not enough. It's better to go like, hi Sino, how are you doing? I'm sorry if I missed some chat, guys. I will read it like. So it's the Dreamers, I would suggest to go for like maybe close to 400. Still, if you use with Nahida, you can get like up to 50 more than that. But still, like 400 is like it's like. Try to give Alhaitham as much as you can, because Alhaitham scales on elemental mastery a lot. By the way, when are we going to get 163? It's today. 160? No, it's not today, but we'll get that. Yes, it's a 400 each male. Yeah, we will get that as well. So I know the pain when I pull for Kazuha with all my primos I had and still got 4-star characters and a weapon. So I like around 50. So what's the... Have you got, Sino, what are free characters you choose? For me, I will skip that for now, Sino. You know why? Because like it's a little bit early. I will check... I will skip mualani, definitely, because she not worth it at all, if you ask me. Even though damage output is great, she is a little bit clumsy, you know, not so easy to use, I would say, you know. I didn't like her so much. But Kinich, who knows, maybe. I didn't like Kinich because like future characters looks way more promising. By the way, we have some info about Chaska, and Chaska can change her element. Like, let's say, by default, she is animal, you know that, and made DPS with a bow. But she can change to Pyro, Cryo, Electro, and Hydro, which is crazy. Most likely, she can get like when animal, when she does some swirl reaction, she change her element to that, the swirled element, you know, like when she swirls with cryo, she gets like some kind of, it's not delusion, but it's kind of delusion, but she will deal cryo damage or pyro damage or like something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So if so, that would be, you know, like crazy, because just imagine, yes, of course, it will cost you some night soul points, most likely. And it will be limited by time, but that's all right. Why not? Just imagine you have only one character in a team and you can do like anything you want. Especially it's super useful in Overworld, you know? It's crazy. And let's say you can go one pyro and animal, and if I'm not mistaken, just imagine if, let's say, your team consists on one pyro, one animal, electro, and let's say hydro, right? And if Chaska change her element to pyro, it means you maybe can get that pyro elemental resonance, which means 25 additional attack bonus. Most likely is going to be like that. We need to check that, but still, if it's going to be something like that, it's crazy, you know, like, let's say. So yeah, like it seems pretty, I would say pretty optimistic, something like that, but yeah, sounds nice. I choose to, oh, for real, congrats, Sino. You know why, I just, for a moment, at the moment, I will just like skip that. You know why? Because like I will skip first phase, and this event lasts for 40 days, so I will be completely okay. I will check that kinich, and maybe we will get some pretty good 4-star, because like this banner, if you like ask me, it's not great for me, because my Kachina at C0 is completely okay. My Xianyun is C6 and Bennett is C5, but I can do him C6. Oh, I have 3 faith. Maybe I will do that. So yeah, like it's a little bit waste for me. I was about, to be honest, I was thinking about to spend at least 15 or 20 faiths, but then decided, like, you know, like Kachina is great at Constellation 0. I don't need her DPS, I need that support. And that support is just crazy, and you notice that I will, let me level up her a little bit, and I will use Spiral Abyss. I will do Spiral Abyss. Oh, actually, if you got Jin and choose Dia, that's alright. Ali, congrats with that, because Dia is crazy. And Tignari, by the way, as well. The Penguin. I saw the leaks on Discord, but I got so many questions about her kit. Her kit. Okay, like if you have some question, no problem. I will choose later. I really can't decide. Yeah, actually, yes, Rohit. I will suggest you to choose a little bit later. You know why? Because this event lasts for 40 days and you will be completely okay. I mean, it's like, just imagine 40 days. That's why I just like, I don't need any of them. I have all of them, by the way. Constellation 3, Constellation 0, Constellation 1, 0, Constellation 2, Constellation 1, and Constellation 0. I want to go for Dia, and actually I can go for Dia because I need Dia Constellation 2. But at the moment, Constellation 1 is useless for me, you know, I need second one. Does Xilonen burst additional add damage bonus? No. Like, about that, the Penguin, no. If I Penguin, yeah, Penguin. It's not like by using that burst you get healing. By using her skill, she gives 33% shred resistance. So yeah, like it's the buff, 33% debuff. So yeah, but she gives some bonus buffs at Constellation 2. So yeah, that buff potential locked behind Constellation, unfortunately. So yeah, it's like that. But it's like a little bit early to say something because they usually are like Hoyoverse can change something in the future. So yeah, we will need some more info. But sign of the Xilonen League gameplay is out. For real, Crown, thank you very much. We will check that later, unfortunately. Vortex. I choose the constellation. Oh, congrats with that, Yone. Actually, if you ask me, I will go for Dia, definitely. But I want to, like, at least, you know, like, who knows, maybe I will go for Kinich. We'll check. Because actually, if you ask me, Kinich voice line and, like, pretty cool. I mean, not a bad character, seems like. The problem is with Kinich, actually, he has problem as well. The problem is he is a single target. He can hook only one character at a time. Bennett cannot be used with him. Xianyun cannot be used with him. And I explained it, but if you want me to, I can say it again. So yeah, it's like, why? Because as soon as you hook, like let's say, catch the enemy with that hook, you create some kind of bind with that enemy, and you go around and do normal attacks or skill attacks, something like that. It's most likely normal attacks, but it's considered to be a skill attack. So yeah, why is that? In this case, since Bennett plays his buff on like one area, and as soon as you like get out of that area, you lose that buff. You're losing that buff, and it's not. If I'm not mistaken, Kinich cannot snapshotting. So why Xianyun is not useful? Because he is a range character. Even though he is a claymore, he attacks from the range. And that's like a problem, because you need pyro on a field. So at the moment, only Dia can be somehow useful with Kinich. At the moment, let me check which character we have, by the way, just in case. Let's say we need, of course, not DPS character, we need supportive characters. And by the way, Dia Constellation 2 is the best choice for him, at least for now. Yes, maybe Amber can be useful a little bit, but I don't think so. You know why? Because Amber can, like, oh yeah, Toma can be useful. Toma also, like Toma and Dia. But I would say Dia is way better than Toma. Yes, Toma gives you shield, and his shield, by the way, is stackable. You can use his skill. Let's say I will show you. Like by default, this one lasts for 8 seconds. This one lasts for 8 seconds as well. But if you use them back to back, your shield increases for 16, like for 16 seconds. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's like 8 plus 8, it's 16 seconds. It's like it's stackable. But the problem is you need energy. That's a problem. But Dia doesn't need any energy. If you have Constellation 2, Dia, her skill duration, I talk about Constellation 2. It's 18 seconds and cooldown 20 seconds. So you can use it literally like limits, without any limits. I know. Then my account is cursed. Why? Sino? And you're the penguin. We're still talking about Xilonen. This, I mean, the penguin. You can like usually, like, let's say it's only the topic. We discuss any, like let's say anything in this game, like since Xilonen is just released. But if you have any question about Xilonen, you can ask. No problem. I mean, at the moment we're talking about Kinich as well, Xilonen, mualani, all of them. Because let's say Xilonen gets like some leaks, and it's not 100% true. Because if I'm not mistaken, let's say most likely they will change her constellation. Because just imagine 50% crit damage to cryo at constellation 2 is just crazy. So yeah, maybe they will reduce that by a lot. Right. Actually, no, bro. I will force Kazuha to come home. I don't care if I become a whale. I mean, Sino, if you like Kazuha, go for Kazuha. It's not a big problem. I'm against fake Mora. teams with one flag sport. But imagine Xilonen artifact set, natlan and Furina burst. Oh yeah, about that. Yes, it's 33, not 36. The penguin. By the way, let me show you. Oh, hi MZ, how are you doing? The penguin. Just let me show this team. Like at the moment, I use the team like my Neuvillette, Furina, and for now it's like kinda trash. Kachina, I mean trash. It's in terms of like sets, you know, 0, 0, 0, nothing like that. Like weapon, talents. You don't need that anyway. And the most important part is that set. It's a 4-piece new set which gives you up to 40%. My Neuvillette at the moment has 48. It's because of weapon. Just keep that in mind, because initially my weapon is like this one, which gives me up to 32%. But as soon as I just switch him, this buff gone. You know, it's like it depleting like by 8%. Just let me check it real quick. Bonus every 4 seconds. So yeah, like let me do this, boss, and I will show how it works and how much buff I can get. It's just crazy. Actually, Kachina is crazy, yes. And if you switch to, if you go instead of Kachina, you will use Xilonen, yes. On top of that, 40% elemental damage buff, which you crystallize, by the way, by using her normal attacks. Just keep that in mind, because Xilonen is going to be like that. You use her skill, then you need to do some couple normal attacks, because if I'm not mistaken, as soon as you use that skill, you will get infusion. And when you do some normal attacks, this passive will be activated. I mean this one, completely activated, because like you need to do elemental type damage reaction actually. So yeah, let me show you why this team is pretty good. Because as you know, like Geo cannot react with animal. In this case, whatever you do, you will crystallize only Hydro, and that's enemy is a Dendro one. So yeah, let's go like this.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! Here goes!
Be sanctified.
Animal test 6308.
It's like 160 and also 40, already 40. And if you check, Furina also gets this buff. You see? Also, of course, like it's useless for... Oh, Anima as well, for real? Oh, actually it's a little bit interesting. I didn't know that. Or maybe I have, just a second, let me check. I don't have Elemental Mastery. I'm sorry. And the damage, you see, it's 30. And just keep that in mind. It's only 80, like it's only close to 200 fanfare stacks. It's mean 50% damage bonus, not 75. As soon as I get all of the 300s, I will get more damage. Let me check. Oh yeah, I got it. Now, let me show you. It's now 30, you see? And damage increased, of course. Oh yeah.
Settle down.
Right here!
Let me do it again. That's alright, I mean, yeah. This boss is pretty...
Let the mighty be humbled.
But you see the damage output? It's crazy. My Neuvillette is Constellation 0. Weapon is like not HP. It's pretty mediocre. It's not so crazy. With 236 and 101, it's because of Marushti Hunter. So yeah, it's like standard build, not something crazy, and I like do so much damage. So yeah, that Kachina, especially with this type of teams, works pretty cool. Just keep that in mind, especially with Furina and Neuvillette, and especially you can use it with Navi as well. Let me do Navi, by the way. Navi test is crazy. 140, 150 cryo damage, hydro damage bonus. That is crazy. So yeah, it's like, you know why? It's because weapon gives me 32%. Kachina gives me 40. So yeah, it's like with Neuvillette, it's just insane. Okay. 4, please. Okay. Let me level her up real quick. That's why I decided to skip mualani. The penguin giving fanfare unless you run and make her not heal. What? Unless they nerf Xilonen and make her not heal? No. I don't think they will nerf that as a penguin. You know why? Because it's because, let's say, maybe they will decrease healing, because at the moment that healing numbers are super high. It's like Xianyun's numbers, by the way. She can heal like 8 or 7k per tick, which is crazy. Maybe they will decrease that a little bit, but that's alright. I mean, you know why? Because let's say if you use Xilonen with Neuvillette, Neuvillette can heal himself, so you will be completely okay. If you use with Arlecchino, it's not a great idea to use Furina with Arlecchino, but if you use with Arlecchino, you will still get that debuff and buff from that set. So yeah, it's also pretty useful with Arlecchino. If you use with any other characters like Gaming, you will get ton of damage. Because you can use Furina, you can use Xilonen, you can use like second Pyro. It will be just crazy. That's why, and you know, like no place for Kazuha, no place for Sucrose or Kazuha or any other Vivi set character. About Navi team, let's go a little bit, let's do tests with Navi team. Navi teams is like crazy as hell, because you go to team like Furina, you call the team like Navia. Oh, let's go like this one. Navia, Furina and Bennett. And this team is going to be just insanely crazy because
You want me on your team?
he can give you some heal. Furina can give you some fun fast stacks. She gives you Geo-elemental resonance, elemental resonance, and also 40%. And whatever you do, it doesn't matter which element you crystallize, you will get Geo damage anyway. You know, that's why with Navia she's just insane. And Xilonen is going to be insane as well. Let me test this team. Let me go like maybe this boss again. Why not? MCZ boss. I got some crazy numbers with and
I can do it. No, I can't. I can do it.
why is the vortex? All
It's fine.
local legend.
I can definitely do it.
Oh yeah, I will do that. I mean, you know, like I haven't found them yet, but I will do that. Yes, definitely. Those are good. If I miss some question, guys, oh yeah, just like do natlan local legend on stream. Oh yes, okay, just a second. She misses. I never missed with her. Oh yeah, it depends MZ, by the way. Yes, it depends on enemies. And yes, you can miss some attacks. That's why I decided to, yes, it depends on which who are you fighting against. That's a little bit problem. But maybe you need to get used to it. Just a second. So yeah.
I'm going in!
Umbrella warfare,
So it's 136 geo damage bonus. Oh yeah,
Time to shine. Clear the area.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand!
Feeling lucky. Ha. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Cha-bam!
okay.
Umbrella warfare,
it's a cooldown. Just a second.
Let her rip!
Oh,
Sorry!
yeah.
I pushed myself too hard. I guess. Coming at ya!
Let me check it again. 66, but initially she has like a bit less. So yeah, 136, which is crazy. Do I need more than that? Just a second, guys. Oh yeah. 4, please. Okay. I have enough to like... They mean her burst. I thought they mean... Oh yeah, actually she missed some enemies. No. It's with not her burst, with her skill. You know why? When you fight against some pretty mobile enemies, you can miss normal attacks because that I'm sorry, not normal, I mean that skill when you use like as a normal attack, because that normal attack has animation, which is bad. I mean, it's not even comparable and close to Neuvillette. Neuvillette is super useful in this case and easy to use. She's a little bit clumsy in my opinion, but you know, like that damage output is pretty crazy, I agree with that. But if you have Furina and Neuvillette, I would say it's not a bad idea to skip mualani. Oh yeah, I need more than that. Just a second, let me... If you don't mind guys, let me find them. We got our hydro linear. Oh yeah, actually something like that, yes. Fight, rift. Oh yeah, actually yes, you're right, Mr. Bear. If you find, by the way, MZ, just like, yeah, do the test, go to the spiral abyss and find these dudes, I mean these enemies, and you will see how like terrible, like let's say it's in some cases how terrible mualani can be. I mean like these ones. So yeah, like again this one you will be completely okay. And also, again, this one also is going to be a little bit difficult because they place Pokemons, you know? So yeah, like, she's a little bit situational. It's not like Neuvillette. Neuvillette can fight against any enemy, like, completely. He's super cool. And the point is, if you have Neuvillette, and since this set can be useful, and Xilonen in the future can also be useful for the characters outside natlan, I mean the character who is not from natlan, then I think like it's better to wait for better characters, natlan characters, because let's say, you know, like characters with the most useful supportive skills, I would say something like that, not DPSs, because as you know, like DPSs in this game die pretty fast, but supportive characters is great, and that Xilonen, by the way, will be useful in the future for maybe for a long time, I would say, because like 33% debuff, 40% buff, and that buff is not so difficult to achieve. You just need to do only one normal attack. I mean, like, because like she definitely will get infusion as soon as you get, it's like Navia, by the way, if you like hit the enemy. Oh no, it's, yeah, just a second. Yeah, you need to like hit the enemy with her skill, and after that you get infusion for 4 seconds. Maybe she will get something like that, you know, I mean Xilonen. Alright, let me level up my... So yeah, as you noticed, like Kachina can be used with the Neuvillette, with Furina, Kachina can be used with Arlecchino, Kachina can be used with Navia, with Furina, even though this Bennett is not a great healer for Furina. You still can use her. Kachina can be used in, let's say, for Raiden, DPS Raiden also, but you know, like it depends. You know why? Because Raiden benefits from burst. That burst costs not so much. Oh, it's 70 actually. It's not bad. That skill damage scale is so high. Maybe yes, but since, you know, like, since we have Sara, we have Raiden, we have Sara, we have Bennett, I don't think she will be so valuable for Xilonen, yes, but Kachina, no. Yeah, unfortunately. You know why? Because Sara, if you don't have Constellation 6 Sara, by the way, then yes. Because only Constellation 6 Sara gives you 60 crit damage increase. The problem is, it lasts for a short period of time. But Kachina gives you like 40% damage up to 40 seconds. Elemental damage up to 40 seconds. And as Rohit like says, that buff is more consistent. Even like Furina's buff is not so consistent. You know why? Because you need a healer on team. You need a healing to get 300 fanfare stack, and it's in some cases, let's say even with Neuvillette, you will get that buff for 5 seconds. But with Kachina, you will get 40% elemental damage bonus for 15 seconds, which is, I would say, for damage, for DPS, way more preferable. So yeah, I would say Kachina is more consistent than even Furina. If you don't have dedicated healer on your team, like Xianyun, like Jin, like Xianyun, by the way. So yeah, if you have those characters, then yes, Furina is better. It's obvious, because you can get that 75%, like up to 12 seconds, something like that, because they immediately collect 300 fanfare stacks. But if you don't have, then I would say, I don't want to say Kachina is a great option, like let's say a replacement. You know why? Because Kachina is Geo. Geo cannot react, she only can create crystals. But if you need some buff, why not? And you notice that, so she can buff pretty consistent, and that buff is pretty useful. I guess for now I will skip Mualani and pull Xilonen. Actually, yes, Mr. Dever, I would suggest you to skip Mualani if you have Neuvillette. And you know why? Because at the moment that Mualani is like, as I told you, like she's like, it's not that, I don't know, that normal attack, that skill. Yes, it's like, I don't know, it's not so good actually. I just like, you know, as soon as I did couple shots and I like missed them, it was that I was super surprised, because like it has no AoE whatsoever, you know, like it hits only one, like let's say it has AoE, but as soon as you hit that, like you do that hit, it has no AoE. Even Navia's skill has AoE, you know, you can somehow hit an enemy, yes, with low damage. And because of this shrapnel or something like that, you see that like points, you know, like. Alright, let me level up real quick. We'll see. Oh yeah, I have a little bit. Let me switch to my... I like this team more, to be honest, like with Kachina and Bennett, to be honest. Let's go this team.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, let me do something. Oh yeah, about locals. I don't know where that local is, to be honest. And so yeah, map is so complicated now, you know, like it's just crazy. And you go like, yeah, I hope we will get something right here, you know, in the future, or maybe something right here in the future. Oh yeah, I want to like farm this one, but not like that much, but some distance. She is good, but her animation, I don't like them. They're not serious animation. Oh, about that, Ali, it's like... Oh, what about Kachina constellation? Okay, right, about Kachina constellations. I mean, all of her constellation increase her personal damage. All of them. Like, gives you energy or like gives you some buff. At Constellation 6, overall, yes, she is pretty powerful. But if you ask me, sometimes get Constellation 6 4-star character is way more difficult than getting Constellation 1 Navia. And you know why I said Navia? Because Navia can benefit from any of Kachina's, like let's say even at Constellation 0 Kachina, and she is super powerful. If you like Kachina, then yes, you can go, and yes, you need a lot of defense, crit rate and crit damage. Even though she scales on defense, you still need like crit rate and crit damage to do some damage. It's like obvious. She's a crit character. So yeah, weapon is going to be this one. If you like don't have any other, like this one, which is cool weapon by the way. Elemental skill increases defense because she needs that defense. Other than that, talents, I would say like this one and this one. Priority is like her skill, then her burst. That's it. Oh, about the sets by the way. Defense, geo damage bonus, crit rate, crit damage. So Sands is going to be defense, definitely. Goblet, it's up to you. If you don't have geo damage bonus, you can go defense. And last one, I mean Circlet, is crit rate, crit damage. Energy recharge, she doesn't need so much, but let's say even though it costs 70, I mean her burst, maybe 140 is more than enough, I would say, because she is not a bad, let's say, maybe not a great one. You need to check that. I mean, about the like energy recharge, maybe 140, 150 is enough, you know. Second, Geo character will increase her damage, by the way, because of Geo resonance. And that's it. Still, like if you like the character, you can like go for that character, but just keep that in mind. You can like spend a lot of your Primogems with no result whatsoever, because like getting new characters, oh yeah, you see now the mark is gone. It's this one. You know why? Because it means like none of the mats remains. So you need to, they made this like this feature so cool actually, you know, it's just crazy. Was one question to Vortex and other all of you have done Archon Quest? I didn't know. Mr. Dever, about that, I started this one. Let me show you. I just started like this one. It's like event. Just a second, it's better to go. I started this one. It's Archon Quest. But we have like this one as well. Just a second, let me check it. Oh yeah, this one. I don't know if I start this one. If I'm not mistaken, it's not the same. It's different one. So yeah, I haven't started this one yet. Oh yeah, I need to unlock it by the way. And yeah, I forgot about that. Just a second, guys. And you need to unlock it from... No? Oh, from the quest, exactly.
Surely enough to convince.
Well, I'm gonna save again now for future. I didn't like mualani animation. She feels like Hydro. Yes, if you ask me, yes, kinda like that. She's not bad. She's pretty good DPS character, but unfortunately that animation is just destroy gameplay, you know. I would suggest you to do some tests, but she's a little bit specific character. You know why? Because let's say as soon as Hoyoverse wants to like ruin your runs, they just can add some pretty mobile enemies and you will done like completely. You cannot use that Furina, which is bad. That's why Neuvillette is still will remain the Great character. And that spin to win, by the way, is crazy.
Become a wanderer.
I will, and you notice, like, you saw that Neuvillette with Furina, Kachina, and Kazuha or Sucrose. That's crazy damage, by the way. I will do Inspire Abyss, by the way. I will, let me level up real quick. Why am I here? Oh yeah, I'm about to find some mats. I'm sorry about that. I should have done this before the stream, but I decide to level her up, like, recently. I'm sorry about that. Because, you know, like, level 20, she is pretty vulnerable. Yeah, they just kill her one shot. And this new feature is just crazy, because you don't need to use that map anymore. I keep some mats, you know why? Because I don't need them, and if you need some mats, by the way, guys, you can freely join and get them. So yeah, you see, like, the circle is gone, which is crazy. Just a second, let me check it real quick. Oh yes, I have enough. What? Yeah, like how I will fight in Abyss like that animation. Like, I don't know, I have no idea actually, you know. To be honest, I have no idea how you can fight in Spiral Abyss, because when you fight against, like, let's say these bosses, by the way, you are, let's say, pretty okay. Against this one, by the way, it's a little bit difficult. You know why? Because that boss has some moves, you know. Let me do it, by the way. Let me do it with Sucrose, Neuvillette, Furina, and I will show you. This boss has some moves. Yeah. And he killed my Kichin a couple times. Let's go with Sucrose. Like this team.
Thank you for permit.
And by the way, if you have Neuvillette, yeah, you are completely okay. If I'm not mistaken, you have Neuvillette. And you have Furina. If so, mualani is like, let's say...
Settle down.
You see?
Absorption test.
This one has...
Here goes! Let my name echo in song!
Just let me check it. It's 96 and 40 already. So yeah, you get that buff immediately. Why is like a little bit higher? Because like that weapon. Can you see the damage? I don't need more line.
Silence!
I don't need more line. Like, he just destroyed. And by the way, just keep that in mind. This boss is a world level 9 boss. You know? It's like, he is pretty tanky. So yeah, I would suggest like to skip Mualani. With Mualani you cannot do the same thing. Neuvillette in this case way more comfortable. And since we can get 40% elemental damage additional, he became more useful, I would say. You know, and Xilonen, by the way, in the future will give you more damage. I mean, it's not damage, you know, like it's like debuff, but debuff will give you more damage. 33% debuff, it's good. Oh yeah, by the way, let me do that boss without Sucrose, but with Zhongli.
What shall we do?
Just a second. Just, you know why? Just keep that in mind. When you use Zhongli, Zhongli has that shield and shred I'm sorry, just a second. Let me check. Elemental shred. So yeah, I always. So yeah, Zhongli has that elemental shred in close AoE. So you need to be close to an enemy. Let me do it, just to show you how it works. Neuvillette, oh, for real, if you have like, Mr. Dever, if you have Neuvillette Constellation 1 with his weapon, and you have Furina, bro, just like, you cannot, let's say, yes, Mualani has pretty good DPS, but Neuvillette is way more comfortable to play.
Solidify!
Time to shine! Let her rip!
So yeah, now I have 74 and, oh yeah, just a second. 48. It's because of resonance and 190 and
The time beckon. Settle down.
and you're done. Like it's like you don't need to let's say to get the stacks. You don't need to hit that anyone 150 hydro damage bonus and you're ready to go. That's it. You know, like this team, by the way, and since you have Mr. DeVary, since you have Constellation 1 Neuvillette, you can get way more damage. You know why? It's because of numbers, of course. Firstly, my numbers is pretty low. Most likely you have close to 300. On top of that, if you know this passive, I mean, you already get one stack because of Constellation, and for you it's going to be 160 because you can do crystallize reaction, and you can do only crystallize because of double geo. But if you go with Sucrose or any other characters, you can do swirl and crystallize and you get 160. You know, anyway, I mean, you get the point. Like, I would suggest to skip, like, because like its damage output is crazy. 30k per tick. And by the way, I don't use this approach, you know, because like as soon as like I need to do that. By the way, let's do it. Why not? Let's try it. Now tomorrow I do my. Right. Oh my god. Why does her hair glow? She's not. Oh yeah, actually it's pretty cool question. I don't know why, but yes, it's like that. Oh, in that quest, thank you, the dreamers. Thank you for spoiling. Thank you very much. In that quest, Kachina defeat Mualani, and you tell that second time. Come on, stop it, dreamers. When you finish that act, second act, please don't spoil. Please. Well, my Neuvillette rotation is 50. Oh my, for real? Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, Mr. Devar, it's 50. Like, please don't show me those numbers. I just like I desperate. I want that weapon because I have so great pieces, and I use this trash weapon. I mean, standard one, which is not bad, but you know, signature is signature. I maybe will get that, by the way. So yeah, let me, what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, spin to win.
Strike a pose!
Bow your head.
Let my name echo in song!
Let the mighty be humble.
So yeah, guys, like it was actually I did it not correct, because usually you need to do like from a distance, because from a distance you get more touches, you know. But yeah, so the damage output is just crazy. How much damage I have? Hydro damage bonus 1 2. So yeah, I mean, go for Kichina, level up your Kichina at level 61. I would, because like Kichina will be useful literally in any team comps. Let's say not in any, because you can do crystallize reaction in pyro, hydro, cryo. By the way, you can check cryo, and oh yeah, 5, I'm sorry, it's a geo, cryo, pyro, hydro, and electro. Yes, exactly. Godfrom. Bro, could you review? Yes, of course. Got from Z. Just a second. Yoimiya, of course. But I will show you like on screen if you don't mind.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure
So
to
yeah,
befriend them.
I mean, I like,
them
you know, like, no need to waste your Primogems. If you don't have Neuvillette and Furina or Neuvillette, then go for mualani. She will be pretty okay for your account. But if you have Neuvillette, or if you suddenly want to get Neuvillette in the future, I would suggest to skip your like mualani. Even though she will give you a lot of damage. She is not, maybe in Overworld, she can be fun to play by using that surf, you know, kit, something like that. I don't think it's worth it because, yeah, she's a little bit situational character and you can have some pretty difficult times with her in the future. Just a second, guys. Let me just like check your Emiya. Okay, let's check it. Oh, actually, it's crazy if you ask me. And you use like her signature set. It's a pyro damage bonus, yeah, and her signature weapon. And you don't need constellation, by the way. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, just let me just check the name. It was God from Z. God from Z. So yeah, God from Z. It's like, yes, Yoimiya is like maybe one of the best. I just wonder why your spoiler base is like only like, if it's difficult to do. By the way, you have crazy characters. You can clear that spoiler base like in no time, because like you have Chlorinde and you have Neuvillette. Damn, bro, I don't know, like. By the way, if you are struggling with that shields, you can use Bennett. I can show you, or you can check my previous streams, by the way. We did that Geo bosses. So yeah, it's like easy, by the way. And now you have Kachina. You can use Kachina, by the way. I will do some tests. You have Nahida. So yeah, about Yoimiya. Yoimiya is one of the craziest characters, by the way, in this game. You know why? She is super free-to-play friendly character. Maybe one of the best free-to-play, because at Constellation Zero, she is just insane. Yes, she's a bow character. She out of that vape, but still she is crazy. And your build is just insane, yeah. Normal attack and skills, that's right, because she doesn't rely on her burst. And energy recharge, yeah, completely. You don't need any at all. So yeah, congrats. Pretty good. Great build, actually. And you know, your pieces most likely just crazy. If you don't mind. Nice. 1k elemental mastery. Actually, yes, you can, like, my build is a little bit different. I mean, I just prefer to do some damage with Nahida, but this build is correct. If you use, oh my god, but just like level up this weapon would be nice, actually. And by the way, no need to level up her normal at all. I would suggest to crown her skill and burst. You know why? Because by using that burst, you get additional elemental mastery. It's like from 200 or 250. Most likely for you, it's 250. Prototype Amber, that's alright. I mean, I don't use that weapon, but it's okay. And yes, it's full Majesty Hunter. It's crazy. Energy recharge. It's a problem, actually. Because Neuvillette at Constellation Zero needs at least 130 or maybe close to 130 energy recharge. That's a problem. But it's up to you. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, then you can. I don't have Chlorinde, actually. This is like craftable weapon, right? Yeah, actually it's not bad for Chlorinde. She's okay. And yeah, actually it's not a bad idea to invest to energy recharge to use that burst. And you use emblem. Oh no, you use like Whimsy, her signature set. That's alright. I mean, why not? If you play out of her burst, it's not bad because she deals a ton of damage by using that burst. But why you didn't crown that? Anyway, it's up to you. Furina. Nice. That's great, actually, and 60% crit rate from that weapon. It's alright. I mean, you don't need more than 60 crit rate, by the way, for Furina, and you know why? Because she's off field and she deals some damage. You need that Hydro application and you get that. So yeah, but level up that weapons. I would suggest you, because like level 80, especially for like best Archon in the game and pretty good buff. buffer in the game. It's up to you though, I mean, it depends on the maths. So yeah, overall congrats. With Yoimiya, yes, Yoimiya is crazy. Okay, let me switch to my game window. I'm sorry if I missed some question, guys. I'm on the chat. So yeah, well, Kachina gives good buff. So how to build man's? No. About that, Mr. Dever. No. You don't need to do that. You see the have you seen the numbers? Let me show you my build. My build is completely trash. 5 crit rate, 63 crit damage, 159 energy recharge, and that's it. And let me show the talents. Talents, it's 1-1. You don't need to level up talents at all. Just skip them. But why I would suggest you to level her up. You know why? Because when you use since wall level 9 is pretty difficult, they can one-shot her. So that's why I would suggest you. About my artifacts, let me show you. I have only 4 pieces. That's it. It's this piece is the only one level 20. Let me show you. Level 0, level 0, level 0, and it's a 4-star. Level 0 and it's a 5-star. So yeah, I farm to get 4 pieces. That's it. And just imagine, you know, how crazy this set is. Kachina mostly is only artifact set wielder, let's say carrier in your team. That's it. And since the pretty good amount of time she gives by using her elemental skill, that's why she is so good. It's 15 seconds to 20 seconds. Okay, let me go with Sucrose or Kazuha. Let me go for Kazuha. I want to do some Spiral Abysses, but I want to level up her first.
Want me to come along?
Oh yeah, let me switch my team actually. I don't like to play Neuvillette in Overworld. You know why? Because he's so crazy and powerful. Yeah, he's one shot. He cannot die, literally. That's why I usually use my Arlecchino. At least they can kill Arlecchino. I will clear it later. By the way, my first pulled 5-star. Oh, Yoimiya, congrats with that. So yeah, you can do it. I mean, with your characters got from there, you can easily do that. Right. That dragon becomes small and has to dodge all his attacks. Kind of Star Wars. Oh, you mean I know that. Yes. Let me show you, by the way. Actually, you know, he can dodge mualani attacks, but he cannot dodge Neuvillette attack. Let me show you. Right? That was fun because it was one of the achievement or something. It was an achievement. So yeah, let me show you. That's fun.
The pleasure is all mine.
Okay. You need to wait a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. He becomes like small dragon who can dodge, yeah, most of the attack. Mualani's attack. Maybe not her bursts, but definitely her normal attacks.
Silence!
I will do nothing. So yeah. I need some energy back.
Bow your head.
Actually, he's pretty annoying. You know why? Because you try to not use all of your...
Silence!
Okay, I got it. I don't know if I... Oh yeah, that's it.
Be sanctified.
Oh my... Actually...
Settle down.
I mean... Yeah, I keep touching, but the problem is... Yeah, Furina still can hit. You see, the Xilonen members?
Silence!
Oh my... Stop.
Right here.
Anyway, I messed up a little bit, yes, but you can do it with Neuvillette. You need to catch that rhythm, and that's it. But with mualani, you only need to use that burst to maybe somehow destroy that shield. If I'm not mistaken, because yeah, he's flying. Alrighty, let me just go like right here. Navia player, my Arlecchino is kind of hard to do one phase, but was trying Kachina to test to which one? Which was? Oh, Oski, how are you doing, Oski? Can you suggest me 2 teams based on the available? Of course, no problem, Oski. Just write down your characters and that's it. Okay, just a second. Sure, just a second, Oski. Okay, let's suggest Vortex. I'm gonna go for Mualani because I like her a lot and I don't have Neuvillette. If you don't have Neuvillette, by the way, Yoni, and you will not play, you don't plan like to get Neuvillette in the future. Oh, hi, King MC.
But I also
then yes, go for Mualani. Why not? I mean, like, you know why? Because she's not bad, but Neuvillette is better. Oski, I cannot find this ID. Is it correct? Oh, you yes, crazy actually. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we got from it's like crazy. You farmed a lot. It's like I use Yoimiya, but use a 3-star weapon. That's alright actually. She does 1 million hit with wave. Yeah, actually yes, she can. Yoimiya is crazy character. Just insanely character. So well, Neuvillette is too powerful and he don't die. Yes, but for Mualani, if you like, if you compare with Mualani, yes, Mualani cannot be self-healing, especially when you use Furina. You need some shield. But you can use Kachina to get some crystallized reaction, you know, like, but it's sometimes not so helpful. Oski, I cannot find that account, unfortunately. Is it? Oh, no, I find it. Okay. Just a second, let me switch again, guys, if you don't mind. Real quick. Some of your characters needs to, like, you need to build some of them, by the way, Oski. So, you have Navia level 90, you have Yoimiya, Yelan, I'm sorry, you have, this one is Dendro, okay. You have Mualani, Jean. You know, if you ask me, I don't know, like, maybe you want to clear Spiral Abyss, like at least level, like let's say chamber. You know, it's a, you need to level up. Let's say your Bennett is level 50, which is bad. Your Shinchu is okay. Shanling, you know, Shanling is a great character. Yes, it's without cancellation, but still you can use her. She's crazy. You can go with the characters like 8 characters, right? You can use Shanling, Bennett, Shinchu. You have Mualani. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I don't see Cookie Shinobu. If you have her, that would be nice to have Cookie Shinobu. Because Cookie can give you pretty good team, by the way. You mostly... Oh, your account is pretty new, by the way. Because like they changed like Asia server players account like recently. It's like added like 18 instead of 8, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Oh, constellation 4, for real? Ah, that's why you got mualani. What I would suggest you to do, level up mualani, definitely. You need at least 1 more DPS. Because like Yelan is off field, but you still can use Yelan with mualani. You can go the team like for the, I mean, I can tell you about floor 12. All other floors are pretty not so difficult, but anyway, I would suggest to level up your sucrose. You definitely have sucrose. If you have sucrose, like sucrose is super useful in floor 11. You definitely need 1 sucrose. Yes, you can use Jin in some cases, but your Jin is level 70 only. Most likely you got Jin like by losing 50-50, I would say, something like that. So it's recently. So yeah, it's only leveling up. I mean, at the moment you have only Navia, which is like Gravestone. Pretty good build, by the way. Let's say it's not great one, but that's alright. I mean, you have like, since your account is pretty new, I would suggest to level up that crit rate a little bit and decrease energy recharge. You don't need so much energy recharge, especially this one. It's better to go for attack, not energy recharge. Other than that, no need to level up a normal, at least like for now, or level 6 is more than enough. Yelan. That's alright. Yelan's okay. A Gladset, and Gladset is not for her. She scales on HP, but if you don't have good pieces, then yes, okay. Mualani. Okay. All right. Go the team like, but let's consider that the characters are leveled up. Mualani, Xianyun, Dendro Traveler. No, Dendro Traveler is not okay. I'm sorry, my bad. So yeah, Mualani, Xianyun. You need a lot of energy recharge for Xianyun. 150 is not enough at all. You need at least like 230, something like that. You need a lot. I would suggest to change this sense to energy recharge. So yeah, Mualani, Xianyun. You can go Kirara, by the way, with this team, but you need to level her up. And would be nice to go second Hydro. You can go either Yelan. I would say Yelan is better, but give Yelan a lot of energy recharge, or she has already, and Favonius, that's great, because her burst, by the way, can increase Mualani's damage. Just keep that in mind. Even though you cannot fully utilize that, she can still increase your damage. It's the first team, like Yelan, Mualani, Xianyun, and Kirara. For the second one, you can go like Navia, Shinchu, Bennett, and second Geo, if you have. Let's say you can convert Traveler to Geo, or you can go Ningguang or Noel, something like that. Or no, you have Kachina, I'm sorry, my bad. So yeah, you go like Navia, Kachina, Bennett, and Shinchu. It's not a bad team, by the way. So yeah, like I would suggest to level up these characters. Xianyun, Bennett, Kachina, definitely, Kirara, Mualani, and yes, that's it. I would say skip Kiching for now, no need to like level her up at the moment. Skip Traveler, because you have pretty good teams. And yes, Navi team for the second halves, and Mualani teams for the first half. Yes, it will be a little bit tricky, but still, like, maybe you can do something. I mean, Mualani is a little bit like complicated and clumsy. But you need to level up characters. I mean, they are super low level. Alright guys, I'm sorry about this delay. Let me just like, and I'm sorry if I like missed some chats. I just back to chat. Is chlorine CD is kinda low? Oh yeah, a little bit. Mr. Devourer, it's a little bit low. I mean, you crit damage, yes. Bro, you email, oh yeah. Well, I don't know about Chlorine lore. Chlorine is not a bad character, by the way. The problem with Chlorine doesn't have any problems. Chlorine just like, you know, like she's a little bit specific character, you know, and but she's super powerful. For real, her burst is okay. She has that mechanic, I mean like self-healing mechanic, which is crazy. But if you ask me, I would say better to go for DPS Raiden Constellation Zero. You know why? Because alongside, I'm sorry, just a second, guys. When you get Raiden, you can use DPS Raiden, but let's say if you change your mind, you can switch her with Hyperbomb EM Raiden, and she's just crazy in Elemental Mastery, by the way, just insane. So that's why I would suggest to do that, but because you can use Raiden in so many like teams and archetypes, and because of that, she's, in my opinion, way more valuable. Even though Aggravate Chlorine is pretty good team. I mean, yes, definitely that team is not so bad. It's crazy team. Okay, let me do couple bosses maybe. She does 1 million. Okay, yeah, I completed that achievement without releasing. Oh, for real? Oh yeah, that's a little bit annoying, Rohit. You're right. I honestly don't like Geo, even if she's cool. I will never pull. King MC, it's up to you. I mean, if you like, let's say never pull. Ah, you mean like never pull? It's up to you. I mean. Yeah, 40 and 154. That is crazy. Just a second.
You can't run!
I mean, yes, this damage is like, and just keep that in mind. This damage is without Furina's buff. I mean, like, it's just crazy. So yeah, that's why this set is so cool. I mean, yeah, that's it. No need to do like anything like, let me do like this one as well, because like this one, and by the way, it's like level, you see, like, it's like pretty.
One with nature.
Let the mighty be humble.
Yeah, just destroy it. Let me check it again. I'm just curious, actually. 130, yes. I mean, like, and 64. I mean, I just like, I don't know why you get that. Maybe it's somehow stackable. I will check that. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's somehow stackable. I mean that. Okay.
Wind strategy.
And by the way, this one is super annoying, but I just kill her with only one skill, and it's high, like high at she's at highest level. Okay. I honestly don't like. That's alright. I mean, do the Archon quest. The battle is insane between Archon and Capitan. Oh yeah, I will do it. Like, I usually don't do any Archon quest on like on camera on the streams, because it's like kinda spoiling, you know, like, because like maybe some of you just like keep that for future. So yeah, I don't want to spoil.
Time to go.
I will do like only local legends. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a couple. Let's try maybe. Yeah, nice idea. I completed it with yellow. Oh, you mean that like shield? Well, Neuvillette is too powerful and he doesn't die. Yes. I mean, I completely agree with you. What about this team? Vortex, Navia, Kachina, Bennett, Shanlink. Navia, Kachina, Bennett, Shanlink. Okay, I will try it, no problem. Navia, Kachina, Bennett, Shanlink. Yes, we can do it. Just a second. Let me just level up my Kachina real quick. And I will use the team.
Settle down.
162. Okay, I mean, like, no need to do that. It's 35.
Bow your head.
Because, like, for me, usually for me, it's only like about 20-ish K, something like that. Now I get like 30-ish, like, you know, like, it's just crazy. And it's without Furina buff. So yeah. Great support, guys. I would suggest to go for Kachina, and you don't need to build her at all.
Silence.
Adorn!
Be sanctified.
162, 48.
In the end, I still...
Alright. It's like a little bit more. Oh yeah, let me do. Just a second, dreamers. I will test the team like double geo double. And by the way, you know, by using Kachina instead of, like, Kachina will give you Navia more than Zhongli and more than Albedo, because Albedo only gives you elemental resonance and creates that field, which helps you to create some crystals. Zhongli will gives you only gives you like resonance, elemental resonance, and also gives you some that shield, which allows you to get some debuff. But Kachina will give you, she gives you 40% damage bonus, which is crazy, up to like for 15 seconds.
Bow your head.
Oh yeah, I didn't like get it. Just a second. Now I get it. No, it's only just a second. It's you. Now. Just a second. Oh yeah, now I get it.
Silence.
And even though I lost that geo construction, you see, buff is still on, and it will be on for 15 seconds, which is a crazy time. You know, you now can do what? You can do some swirl, and it's 30k. And just like, yeah, keep that in mind that it's like, it's level, they're at level 95. Yeah, it's a little bit less. That's alright. I'm sorry I'm doing that. It's like, yeah, you see, you get that immediately, just like in no time. That's why it's so cool.
Settle down.
By the way,
The tides beckon.
Wind Strider!
yeah.
Silence.
You see the damage without any buff? I mean, it's pretty low, it's not so high. Let me do some swirl and other stuff.
Bow your head.
But with all of the buffs you get, it's like 30-ish and close to 40, which is crazy. Alright, enough for test. Let me check that and do Spiral Abyss. Okay, like it's a little bit. Oh, what about this team? Yeah, okay. That team is good. I think so. China doesn't give more than 4% geno damage bonus. Other you can stack. Is what? She really better than Navia team? I mean, which one, Rohit? I mean, you just write down the team. I mean, like if you like like Zhongli and Albedo, yes. You know why? Because Albedo, yes, Albedo gives you only let's say why Albedo, I'm sorry, why Zhongli is so useful. Zhongli gives you some shield, which is like for real pretty crazy, but at the same time he gives you only 20% resistance shred, elemental resistance shred, which is not so high now number. Which is not a so high number, you know. But Kachina on the other side gives you 40% elemental damage bonus for 15 seconds, which is crazy. Yes, I would say Kachina is better than Zhongli. And you know why she is better? With Navia especially, because Navia will get that crystals, and you don't need any shield. I mean, let me fight against, like, let me just level her up real quick. Come on, I just need a couple more. Just a second, guys. Oh, bye-bye, Ali, bye-bye. Kachina is useful in mono hydro teams because Kazuha can swirl Geo, so most of the time. Yes, that's exactly right. You're right. Ali, you mean any mono elemental team which swirl? Oh, actually, yes, right. Kachina's major problem is her AoE is ever... Actually, yes, Rohit, and no. You know why? Because let's say you don't need to use her in AoE whatsoever. You know why? Because mostly you use her with just like, let's say you just cast that skill and that's it. You don't need to do anything more than that. Let's say you attack the enemy with Furina skill or with Neuvillette skill. Then you swirl or something like that. That's it. Then do some swirl. Then check the damage. It's 40 already. It's 78 hydro damage bonus. It's animal damage bonus. Let me check my Neuvillette. 154. Let me check my Furina. By the way, it increased damage for Furina as well. And hydro damage bonus is like, it's super valuable, you see? So your Xilonen members will do more damage as well. And that's it. You don't need to do anything else. That's it. You destroy all those. Actually, yeah. And your buff, by the way, it's still on. If I'm not mistaken, it's still on. You see? It's still on you. Yes. It decreased a little bit because of weapon. Let me check my 46. 40 hydro damage bonus, still 40. So yeah, I mean, like, yes, she is better. And let me show you again my... Oh yeah, she's 50%. Nice. So yeah, 50 is more than enough. That's it, because like I need her to be a little bit more. Let me do it like 51. That's it. I will level up her later. So no, oh yeah. Oh, I have 4 fates. Actually, I will do it. Do I have all the mats? Ah, no, I will do like level 61. No need to do more than that. You know why? Because by doing that, you activate like all of the passive. But it's like not for you, Rohit. But if you like a Kachina, she is not a bad DPS, but you know, Navi is better. Anyway. So now let me try the team. I will go for a second half, and for a first half I will use my Neuvillette. I saw geo damage bonus increase like all other elemental, but it doesn't have a cap or 40. No, it doesn't have a cap. Yes, it's increases like a geo damage bonus is a geo damage bonus. It's the same damage, like it's elemental bonus. It's elemental damage, so it's the same. The problem is with Geo cannot react with any other elements. Let's say it can, but it's only create crystals. But now they just change, I mean Hoyoverse change some rules. When you, let's say, one of them, it's like Petra set. When you grab the crystal, you get additional damage for 35 elemental damage bonus for 10 seconds. The problem with old sets, with old buff, it's the time. It's because like at the moment, if you notice, all of the geo, like let's say, that new supportive set gives you up to 20 seconds, like 50 seconds for it. It's a lot. It's, let's say, you know, like it's better than getting something for 10 seconds. You know, 15 seconds is more than enough to do your rotation. And since you get increased damage, it means your attention time will be a little bit lower, which is crazy, you know. So that's why like Kachina with that set, it's so valuable. And Xilonen in the future will be way more valuable. But I would suggest you to level up Kachina anyway. You know why? Let's say in this case you can use Kachina in one team. Let's say it's Xilonen. No, it's not Xilonen. Let's say it's Xilonen. Where's my Ningguang? Just a second. Let's say, yeah, this Xilonen, right? You can use Xilonen in one team and you can use Kachina on the second one. And that's it. So yeah, I mean, just consider to level up. I would suggest you at least 61 is more than enough. All right, let me check. I will use like and I will use like this thing. This team is also pretty good. You know why? Actually, for Navia, it like make no sense to use only double pyro. You can easily go for Hydra. You know why? It doesn't matter which crystallized reaction you do with Kachina, you still get 40% geo damage bonus. You know, whether you do it with a cryo, with a Hydra, I'm sorry, or with a pyro, you still get a geo damage bonus. So you can easily go for like the character like Yelan, let's say. But let's go with Shanling, no problem. But just so yeah, what I want to say is that Kachina is way more useful for Navia than for any other characters. Yeah, maybe Xilonen will have a no cooldown to get crystallized reaction. You know, like maybe a bit, but I don't know about that. I know that most likely she will get some infusion as soon as you use that skill, her skill. And that's it. You need to do a couple hits and you will be completely okay. You will get that buff and debuff at the same time. Like let's say to get the debuff, you need to do like three hits. So yeah guys, if I miss some question, just like it would be nice to write it again, because like yeah, initially when I started the stream, question a little bit like more questions, and so yeah. Okay, let me check this team, Dreamers. Yeah, Dreamers, you still can use it, but whatever, like let's say that Kachina can be useful with, let's say if you don't have any like good electro characters supportive, you can use Furina, Kachina, I'm sorry. You can use Kachina for cryo as well, because she can increase cryo damage as well. For Ayaka,
My
if you
people are
like
used to
Ayaka,
the
for
desert
example.
life.
You can
But still,
use pyro
I hope
damage,
that one day
by the
they'll be
way,
able
it's
to
like
find
with
an oasis of their
Arlecchino.
own
So yeah, and you saw
leave
that.
sandstorms behind for a better life.
Okay, it's like,
Shower me with praise! Let the world know! Share my knowledge!
Look alive! Gloves
oh
off!
my, that was
Let the mighty be humble.
You see, without Kachina, I get only like not so consistent. Okay.
Settle down.
But with Kachina, it was like 33, 30-ish that you see, like, even though I have 40. So that's how. Let me do it again. That's how. Let me try it again. If I'm not mistaken, I missed that burst. Maybe not.
Strike a pose! Time to shine! I see everything! Make yourselves at home!
Silence.
Let's get it on!
The tides beckon.
Yeah. Like. It's still like 27-ish, something like that. So you see how valuable Kachina is
Bow
for
your head.
this thing. That's crazy, actually. That is crazy. I will try Kachina in like on the first half.
Silence.
Everyone hold hands!
Be sanctified.
Damage is trash as hell.
Justice is
Yeah, yeah.
blindsided. There's a tear in my robe.
Shower me with praise!
Bow your head.
I forgot to use my dia. No, it's not. So this no, it's not like that. It's maybe like no, it's 27 like dimmers. I don't know where you see those numbers 20 like 96. It's not 96. It's 96 vape maybe, but not hydro. I'm talking about hydro damage bonus. No, it's vaping maybe, but it's not hydro damage bonus. Hydro damage bonus is like 30. Okay, it's like yeah.
I'm going in! Out of the frying pan! A proper send-off! You're toast! Watch out! Be a little lucky! Boba, get them! Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Teamwork is true!
Eat this! Shabam! Be a little lucky!
And by the way, you can change your position and you still can get that.
This one's got your name on it! This one's got your name on it! Out of the frying pan! Here goes! This one's got your name on it!
Just keep that in mind. It's another story. You know, like even if you play Mono Geo team and you play against Tulpa, you still can get Geo damage bonus, because as soon as you use your skill against this boss, you get
really
that
wanna go
40%, you
travel.
get crystallized reaction. And like, yeah, I mean, okay, it's way. All right, this one is.
The Temple of Wisdom! Let the world collide!
Look alive!
Settle down. Let the mighty be humble. Bow your head.
I see everything. Let my name echo in song.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Look alive!
Settle down.
Oh, you deleted all of them. Dreamers, why? Dreamers, come on, don't delete that. It's okay. Okay, like the second one is that... Yeah, that terrible.
Venture.
Fire! Well, let her rip!
Everybody stand back!
Nice and spicy. Feeling lucky? Ha! Feeling lucky? Ah! Ha! Hiya! This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the axe frying pan. Haven!
Teamwork is true!
Feeling lucky? Hey there! Just a little longer! Fire! Well, with rocks.
So yeah, it's like that. Let me like do it to the end. Bro, high damage, show characters. I mean, show characters. I mean, that's a useless. That word. Okay, it's up to you. I mean, it's anyway. It's like it's up to you. No problem. Okay, height damage. Show chats. I didn't get that right, but still. I mean, I will show the the builds if you ask me about that, but.
My lucky day.
Make yourselves at home. Shower me with praise. Let the world come.
Silence. Be sanctified. To the finally.
I see everything.
Settle down.
And by the way, Nahida Constellation 2 is going to be super useful.
The tides beckon.
Hey! Share my knowledge.
Let my name echo in song! Buckle up!
Okay.
Silence.
Care for
Journey
the
ends. Be sanctified.
Dance with me!
Your sacrifice is ready.
The show's
your
only just begun!
Time to shine. Make yourselves at home.
Let's put it on! Hi! Not done yet! At least, you were here to watch.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
It's without this one is it's a little bit tricky. That are useless. Okay, no problem. All right, so yeah, I will do Rohit, if you want me, I can do some more, or Dreamers, if you want me to, I can do some more tests with Kachina, but at the moment, Pyro, Geo, and Hydro, it's a great teams with Kachina, just insanely great teams. So in this case, that's why, let's say, if you have Neuvillette, as I mentioned before, if you have Neuvillette and Furina, you can easily skip mualani, because Neuvillette way more comfortable. You get more damage, by the way, because let's say with Furina, if we do some math, I would say the damage is more than Furina can do, because you know why? Maybe not. Maybe mualani, I'm sorry, not Furina, mualani. Maybe mualani can do more, but the problem is mualani cannot use Furina. I mean, she can, but you need some healer or you need some shielder. Then you need some, since you, let's say if this team is going to be like Xianyun or Jin, let's say Jin, let's say Furina, Mualani, and to do some wave damage, because mostly she gets her damage from the forward wave. It's Xianling. Yes, you can get some damage. I would say it's not a bad, but Kazuha or Sucrose, Furina, Neuvillette, and Kachina will give you let's close damage, and it's way more comfortable to play. Maybe more, but you know, like, since I don't have mualani, I cannot compare them. But what I saw, mualani is not so comfortable to play. She is a little bit clumsy, especially against like let's say most like quickly and mobile enemies. But still, it's up to you. If you like the character, why not? And if you don't have Neuvillette also. But before like wishing for her, I would suggest to do some tests. And that's like, because like, you know, like let's say when in the future Hoyoverse will decide to change that Spiral Abyss a little bit, not a single target enemies, but more waves, you will struggle with mualani a lot. Arlequin, I already did that, but I will do that. Just a second. I'm in Arlequin with Kachina. It's the team going to be like Kazuha Sucrose, Bennett, Kachina, and Arlequin. Okay, let me...
Out of the frying pan. This one's got your name on it.
Actually, that was a lot of damage. It's close to 400.
Fire! Well, here goes. Everybody stand back. Hey there.
Unfortunately, oh yeah. Yeah.
Let her rip. Let's light it up. I'm going in. You're toast. Hey there. A proper send-off from the Cena with love. This one's got your name on it. Nice and spicy. Here goes. Hey there. Hiya. Hey there.
It's like, yeah, it was like 788, 378, something like that. Let me check it. Oh, STXR. Is the map expansion in 5.1? If I'm not mistaken, no. Why I cannot get the numbers? I definitely did more than that. So yeah, let me try Arlecchino. And let me try that new boss, by the way. New... Oh, this one, like this one. Well, I don't like her playstyle. Which one? Like which characters, Dreamers? I mean, like which characters playstyle? I'm sorry, that would be nice to write at least a character. I mean, if you mean Kachina, you don't need her game style at all, because you need her only for a buff. Only for that, because like it's 15 seconds, 20 seconds, it's great, crazy amount of time.
An insurmountable problem, I presume.
I presume, yeah. She's a more useful than other 4-star. She is more useful than other. Mualani Vortex, I don't. Oh, Mualani. Okay, actually, you know, like the Dreamers. Let's say, if you ask me, I didn't like that game style as well. Let's say it's not because it's not so difficult. You get used to it anyway, but it's not so fun, unfortunately, because like when you fight against single target boss, it has some problems. When you fight against multi enemies, it has another problems. So in both ways, I would say it's kind of weird character, even though the damage output is pretty okay. And I saw the videos about the numbers, like, you know, like 300k damage, 500k damage, 1 million with the buff, or like with the food and other stuff, like, you know, at Constellation 0. Yes, it's great, but at first you need to hit that enemy, and if you miss because of that animation, it's like, you know, you waste a lot of time and a lot of stacks, because you need to get those stacks again. You need to touch the enemy, need to get. So yeah, she's not complicated, but not so convenient to use, I would say, if you compare with Neuvillette. Especially Neuvillette is way more better. Yeah, giving elemental damage bonus is super great based geo support. Actually, yes, Rohit, and you can check that, by the way, because, like, you know why? Because whatever you do, it doesn't
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised.
like, it doesn't matter which characters you go. If you get crystal, yes, of course it matters. Like, you cannot go with Dendro and Animal, you know, because you cannot crystallize this. But when you go with Cryo, Electro, Hydro, and Pyro, you, like, I mean with Navia, it doesn't matter what you do, you get that crystallized reaction, and you will definitely get that 40% additional elemental damage bonus, which is crazy. That's why Kachina is so good for, like, Navia.
Time to go.
And for Arlecchino as well. Arlecchino, like, with this thing. Oh my god, I messed up.
Laid bare.
Teamwork is strength. Let her rip.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Witness my rise. Transfix.
Shazam! Huh?
Okay, I will not grab any. I will do some more tests. You know why? Let me go with, instead of Kazuha, let me go with Wave Team and try to get some additional maybe damage. Why not? And yes, 40% like elemental damage bonus. It's crazy. Actually, yeah, this set is just broken, if you ask me. Let me go like this thing. Let me go with Shinchu.
May knowledge guide.
And you know why? Because when you go with Kazuha Shinchu, swirling Pyro, sometimes it's a little bit annoying. It's, let's say, you need to get used to it. Because if you swirl, as I mentioned before, wrong element, you will get less damage. But in case of Kachina, it's not so difficult, because you need to like mark the enemy with Arlecchino, use that skill, and that's it. Yeah, let me check it. Like at the moment, I have 46% crit damage, like pyro damage bonus, right? Let me check it. You just mark the enemy. Use the skill. Let me check it. It's 72 Geo, 40 Pyro. It means my Arlecchino already has 120. I mean, like, yes, it's because of some passives maybe. But to be honest, if you ask me, I don't know why it's 126. Not gonna lie. I mean, I know that 40 But why it's 126 pyro damage bonus? Anyway, it's like a lot of buff.
I'm going in! Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Lay to bed.
Get down!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let me weave you up.
Let's say it's okay. It's not so bad, but that boss is pretty tanky, by the way. It's okay. I mean, Neuvillette is better. Neuvillette, no, but you know, like why Neuvillette is better? Neuvillette is Furina. You like get buff from all of the characters. You get buff from the Kazuha. You get it from Kazuha, that debuff. You get buff from Furina. You get buff from Kachina. So yeah, Neuvillette is way more better. But it's still, this team is pretty valuable. I mean, like you can use this team. Oh, bye bye, right? Bye bye. Yeah, Kachina is now becoming the best 4-star Geo due to the elemental. Yes, not only for not only for Geo, by the way. You can use for any other element as well. But yes, I mean, she is pretty useful. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I think I have couple. Just a second. Oh yeah, I have 5. Let me do couple domains, by the way. I keep. Maybe I can get something useful. This domain, by the way, it's so easy, especially with Arlecchino. I mean, like, let's say I did it a couple times.
Overrule! Know my sword! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Let her rip!
How the place waiting? Oh, I didn't use it.
Commendable.
I didn't use like Shinchu's burst. Let me go with Kazuha. Yeah, she's great actually, Dreamers, and if you ask me, since you get the character for free, and she is so sans HP. Actually, you know, like, let's say it can be useful. Maybe. Let me get some healing and back with Kazuha. I mean, you can go with Sucrose as well. I mean, like, I do only, like, let's go with Sucrose. And with Kachina. So yeah, damage output is crazy. Because like back then, if you don't like back then, I saw that we only can get 12% for non natlan characters, but seems it's not. You get all 40%, which is crazy. Let's go with the team.
I want to help.
Transfixed.
Teamwork is drift.
Stand clear.
Yeah, because when you're swirling, you get that damage, you know, like, yes, Vape is better, but I miss that Vape. So yeah, and it lasts like forever, you know, like this, like that 15 seconds is just crazy. Oh, bye bye, Demis. Of course, no problem, anytime. Okay, so yeah, yes, I'm about to finish the stream as well. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised with that Kachina stuff, which is crazy. So yeah, but going for mualani or not, it's up to you. About Xilonen, we will get more info, and if I'm not mistaken, we already have... Oh yeah, by the way, let me check that. Can I destroy... get this? Oh yeah, actually it's satisfying. Alright, it's useful. Alright. At least this skill is useful for something. And about Xilonen, yes, Xilonen is going to be a pretty crazy character. Unfortunately, her buff, hide it by the constellations. So you need Constellation 1. If Constellation 1 gives you resistance to interruption, Constellation 2 gives buff for Pyro, Cryo, Hydro, Electro, and Geo. Which is, yes, it's a little bit greedy by Hoyo, but they usually do something like that. So Constellation 1 usually on most of the character has the greatest value. So yeah, you don't need to go for highest constellation, and Constellation 2 like usually like that. It's like with Arlecchino, with Neuvillette, by the way. Neuvillette constellation, third constellation. It's crazy, and for Arlecchino as well. But the characters like Raiden, Constellation 2, you know, like Xilonen is pretty good at Constellation 2. Furina is crazy at Constellation 2. So yeah, we have this type of characters. And also Emily, by the way. Emily is surprisingly good in natlan.
One is fast on one.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Should we use sucrose? Oh yeah, it's instead of Kazuha Vortex with Neuvillette Furina. Yes, I mean you can go like this team, the dreamers. You can go. Alright, let me just do a couple. Oh yeah, by the way, they added new sets, which is crazy, right? Yes, we have Mercy Hunter added. We have this one added, which is crazy. This one, Gilded Dreams. So yeah, we have like a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, like all of this 8, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like these 8 artifacts set, by the way, added recently in a 5.0. Just keep that in mind. And if you need some Deep Root or maybe some Gilded Dreams, or maybe this one, by the way, this set is good for Hyper Blooming and Burgeon. It's and Blooming, by the way, as well. So yeah, the equipment characters Bloom, Hyper Bloom, and Burgeon reaction damage are increased by 40%. So it's like Bloom is Nilo, Hyper Bloom is Dia. Oh, I'm sorry. Burgeon is Dia or Toma. And Hyper Bloom is like Raiden, Cookie Shinobu, you know, like characters like this. So yeah, pretty good artifact set. And also it gives you additional 25%. Alright, and this one as well. So, okay, let me do like this one. I need some like elemental mastery. Okay, let's go Petra. Maybe, I don't like Petra so much, maybe. Maybe Mercy Hunter. Because I need some Hydro damage bonus. Alright. Oh, you're welcome, Yoni. You're well welcome. And that's all right. I mean, if you like about that D-look, that's okay. I mean, you know why? Let's say you will get enough Primogems
The secrets of the mechanical.
to get mualani, and I wish you best of luck. And if you don't have Neuvillette, and let's say you don't want to wait for Neuvillette, mualani is not a bad character. I mean, you can easily go for her. Just keep that in mind. Let's say I would suggest to do a couple test play before wishing for her, because Neuvillette is still like way more convenient DPS character, on-field DPS character. He is self-healing, which is crazy actually. You know why? You don't need like why he's so crazy? Because you don't need use any healer with Furina, which is already so great. But if you try to use mualani with Furina, it's going to be a little bit difficult, like Arlecchino with Furina especially. But still, it's up to you. If you like the character, if you like the damage, that's alright. I mean, go for her. Alright guys, thanks for joining. I will be online tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I saw that we got some gameplay, you know, like Xilonen's gameplay. I hope they will not destroy her by nerfing, because at the moment she is pretty broken. I hope they will keep that 33% resistance rate, which is crazy actually. And it's like no need to do something special, just like skill, couple normal attacks, and that's it. It's going to be like skill, couple normal attacks, get that aura, it will give some aura, and that's it. Voila, you get that 33. And on top of that, that new set will give that 40% elemental damage bonus immediately. So it's crazy. It's not like Kachina, it's way more convenient, by the way. But about Kachina is crazy. So yeah, it's like that. Thanks for joining once again. Oh yeah. Can you tell me how often can we use the artifact? Oh yeah, about that, by the way, I don't know. It's a bit depressing. I was on a 5. Oh yeah, I know, Yoni. I feel you. Don't get me wrong, I feel you. Because like, you know, like, let's say, losing 50-50, yeah, it's like a little bit disappointing, I know. Because like farming Primogems in this game, it's not so easy, it's difficult. And if you want to go for a characters you like, and you lose at 50-50, especially on D-look, it's terrible. Like, I would say Dia would be way better. It's like win-win situation, you know, like. But yeah, Lady D-look is way more better than male D-look, like husband. But it is what it is. It's just a game. I mean, you will be okay anyway, because you will get. By the way, we will get like 1600 Primogems. Just keep that in mind. Additional Primogems. So yeah, on top of like that 1k Primogems and fates, 10 fates, we will get 1600 Primogems as well. So yeah, you will be alright. I mean, you can get that mualani. About how often you can use the transmitter, I don't know. Let me check it. Just a second. I mean, I got that transmitter already. It's like in a gadget, right? Yeah. But I never use that. Let me check. Let me use it. Okay, let's say I don't have this, of course, but oh yeah, you can get like, okay, let me check that. Okay, you cannot use not. Let me do something like that. Can I unlock? Yeah. Can I? Yes. Just like for a test, I will not do anything. I just want to test it. I mean, I want to check how many 4 stars you need to destroy. Poof, I'm sorry guys. What's that? 24 real. So you need to go like one, another one, and maybe half of it. It's like 21, 25 for real, 25 4-star artifacts to get one and create only one plume or plume or flower, oh my gosh, it's not worth it at all. I mean, and if you watch my video, by the way, like if you ask me, it's completely trash. It may be made for whales, but not for free-to-play players, unfortunately. Yes, like one at a time you can do something, you know, but yeah. And by the way, I would suggest you, if you ask me, the best value is to create these sands, not goblets, not circlets, because circlet costs you 3, goblet 4, but sand it's only 2. But sands can be energy recharge, which is super rare, elemental mastery, which is super rare, attack, which is also super rare with pretty good stats, HP in some cases might be just incredibly useful. You usually get defense from this, so you can completely ignore defense, you know, like no need to go like main affix as a defense percentage. It's definitely, but HP, attack, elemental mastery, and let's say the more rarest one is elemental mastery and energy recharge, because like it's super rare. But if you need like attack, it's okay. Defense and HP are usually like you can get them time to time. So yeah, and after that, just choose flat defense and flat HP and try to get crit rate, crit damage. Alright guys, just a joke. Alright guys. Thanks for joining once again. Maybe when I get at least one that sanctifying elixir, I will try it to do some tests. I mean, I don't think I will create some goblets or something like that. But still, it's up to you. But I think best value is to create sands. Alright, so thanks for joining once again. I will be online tomorrow, so yeah, feel free to join guys, and bye bye. Bye bye guys.
$15, $16. That's a nice haul.